Oh shoot, there's actual Sonic movie things to talk about. Hey, what's up everyone, it's me, SpeedSuperSonic, for you guys another video. In this video today, this is a video that I'm so excited to make because we're finally talking about a part of the franchise that we have not spoken about in a while, that no one's really talked about in a while, and for like good reason. There's just really been nothing to talk about, and that is the Sonic the Hedgehog movie franchise. It seems like for the past few years, it's almost been nothing but the Sonic movies that we've been talking about, whether it's the first one or the sequel that was quickly put into development. There was so much to talk about, speculate about, react to, all of that good stuff. And with the third movie, it really hasn't been the case so far, mainly because its release date is much further out than Sonic Movie 2's release date was from the first one. The movie is going to be releasing on December 20th or something like that in 2024. It's gonna be a whiles away. We still got a ways to go. So I'm going to take any piece of information or anything that anybody says who's working on these movies has to say about it, because I love this part of the franchise so much and I'm so excited for it, and that's what we're here to talk about today, because we have a brand new update. Shoutouts to the Illuminerdi, as they have put out a brand new article, or not really brand new, it's actually been out for a few days. It's just that no one's talked about this, and I guess it's fine, but here I am. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys don't even know this is a thing, so let's get started. If you guys are wondering about the Illuminerdi and their legitimacy, don't worry, they actually broke a lot of news in relation to Sonic Movie 2 far before the movies like even began filming. It broke the news that Knuckles is going to be in the movie, some details on filming dates, all of that kind of stuff, locations that be used, very exciting stuff. But they have been credible and they have gotten a lot of things right in the past, not just with Sonic, but other movie and like entertainment based things. And this article is called Violent Night and Sonic the Hedgehog writers reveal what games to replay before Sonic 3. Cool stuff. If you guys are wondering about Violent Night, that is the Santa Claus movie where the dude from Stranger Things like is Santa, but he's bad. Alright, strap in. The writers of Violent Night are also the writers of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3. It's kind of crazy. We have 3 Sonic movies. So I asked them what games should fans replay to prepare themselves for the third movie. The writers of the greatest Christmas movie of all time, Universal Studios' Violent Night, are also writers of the Sonic the Hedgehog films. Patrick Casey and Josh Miller famously wrote Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Violent Night in the same year. That's actually very impressive. 2 very good films, both to critic and audience acclaim. An amazing feat, but one that likely creates crazy expectations, so I had to ask them about it. Violent Night writers may not sound like super interesting, but just replace Violent Night with Sonic, so that's what we're going to do for the rest of this video. Sonic writers on crazy expectations set after writing 2 hit movies in 1 year. The Illuminerdi. Speaking of how fast you wrote the film, especially with it kind of overlapping a bit with Sonic 2, has sharing that story put some unreasonable pressure on you guys to turn around scripts faster? Josh Miller says yes. Laughter. Patrick Casey, absolutely. And Josh Miller follows that up by saying, definitely, yeah, you guys write so quickly. And we're like, well, I mean, it's nice that people think that, but maybe a bad precedent to start. Patrick Casey then follows by saying, yeah, we just wrote Sonic 2 and Violent Night right around the beginning of lockdown, so we couldn't leave the house or do anything else. It forced us to focus, but also like writing 2 movies at the same time so quickly nearly killed us. We don't want to do that again. I can only imagine. Josh Miller follows up by saying, yeah, with some more laughter. And Patrick Casey says, we just a little bit more time. That's all we ask. Hopefully they were able to get plenty of rest and recover, especially since the third Sonic film is already in development and set to release date set to release. Illuminerdi, you gotta clean up this grammar. In December of 2024, this means there is quite a bit of time for fans to catch up on the franchise by watching the first 2 films and also playing the games. But for those busy and can't play through all the games, I found out which games specifically should be replayed before Sonic 3. Which games the writers of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 suggest replaying before watching the movie. The Illuminerdi. We know you're currently working on Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and we're just wondering what video games do you think fans should revisit? Patrick Casey says, I guess it wouldn't hurt to revisit Sonic Adventure 2, with some laughter. Patrick Casey also says, yeah, again. Josh Miller, but not required. Patrick Casey says the movie will give you everything you need to comprehend the movie as well. Sonic Adventure 2 is the first game I bought and didn't finish because life started getting in the way. I guess it's just a personal dump. Luckily I did buy it on Steam sale, so I don't care about any of that part. And yeah guys, that's really the interview, or at least like a little thing from the interview. A lot of it was talking about how they wrote Sonic 2 and Violent Night in really the same year so quickly and so close together. And like they said, both films are so well received and they did so well, so I'm so happy for them as writers. I mean, that's so cool. But clearly the part that we're most interested in is the Sonic 3 part. There's actually some stuff to take out of there even if you don't think so. So, the biggest thing, Sonic Adventure 2. The number one clear thing that we know going into Sonic 3 is that Shadow the Hedgehog is coming. He's the main selling point of that film, whether he's the main antagonist or not, he's going to play a major role in the story regardless. And obviously the game where Shadow was introduced was Sonic Adventure 2. We talked about this even before Sonic 2 came out when they were filming the film. We saw stuff like GUN, we saw little hints that could like lead to a Sonic Adventure 2, references to Sonic Adventure 2. And the idea of, are we building towards this game becoming like its own movie essentially? And that's really the big question. But also there's some insight here from Josh Miller who says it's not necessary, it's not required, you'll be able to like fully comprehend the film without having to play any games, which of course should be the case. The Sonic movies take place in their own continuity, separate from the games. It's not like you need to play through like Sonic Heroes in order to watch the Sonic movies. It's not necessary whatsoever. And something that's already been confirmed by producers, writers, just a bunch of people on the Sonic movies is that these movies aren't going to be going in like chronological order of the games, and that was evident in Sonic 2 with them introducing Knuckles in that movie. Movies also aren't based on game stories. They'll take elements, characters from them, aspects of them that work, but they're not going to do a one-by-one recreation of a game story. But if there is a movie to do so, I think Sonic 3 would be the best because Sonic 2 is like kind of more closely tied into Genesis titles, games that don't have like these massive cinematic stories. Sonic Adventure 2 does have more of a cinematic story behind it. So when like Josh Miller says it's unnecessary for you to play Sonic Adventure 2, I believe what he's saying is that they'll take elements from it. They'll take elements of Shadow's story, origin, maybe even his downfall, the reason, like such as Maria, Robotnik, etc. That might be in the movie, but maybe some other elements are going to be there as well, such as maybe Sonic isn't going to be a fugitive of the law in Sonic 3. Certain characters haven't been introduced yet, such as Amy. She's not probably going to be in the movie unless it's going to be a very, very crowded Sonic 3, but you never know. Don't rule it out. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on in this movie, and I think it will take a massive SA2 influence, but I don't think it will be a one-by-one creation, but you'll see a lot of really cool things, and I think that a character like Rouge or Amy will be popping up. I'm so excited to see if that's gonna happen. But if not, that's fine. I'll just take Shadow. I'm just happy we're getting him. This wasn't the craziest update in the world. This wasn't the wildest or like mind-blowing. But like I said, when it comes to this franchise that we're also excited for, the Sonic movie branch of the franchise, I'm gonna keep you all as informed and updated as possible. What do you think about Sonic Adventure 2 being Sonic Movie 3's biggest inspiration and them telling you guys to play the games, but that it's also not required for you to? What do you hope to see in Sonic Movie 3? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to know what you guys have to say. Feel free to follow my social media links, my Twitter and Instagram are searching below. You can follow those buttons to see my life feature and don't think Sonic a hashtag. Most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. This is the number one destination on YouTube for all things Sonic, whether it's video games, TV shows, movies, comic books, merchandise, and more. We talk about it all. The year's heating up. We're gonna start getting some stuff soon. And of course, this is the number one spot to be for all of that. I love all you so much. I love having you here. I love talking about Sonic with all of you guys. This is an amazing family. It's an amazing group of people. I really hope that you join us. Stick by me. I love all you so much. You guys are the best. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Tell me you want it some more. Tell me you want